What's up everybody, welcome to Akihabara. This is one of my favorite places to recommend to travelers because it has a whole bunch of eyebrow-raising craziness in a small location. So get ready because I'm about to show you my top 10 favorite things to do in Akihabara. First up, you gotta get yourself to a GACHAPON shop. I don't know what it is about these inanimate pieces of plastic. At first, to be honest, I thought they were a joke. But as soon as I started buying some of them, I realized they were so much more. I recommend that you start out at this place first. It's called Akihabara Gachapon Kaiken. It's the biggest gachapon shop in Akihabara, and it has a wide selection, although after going here, you should actually go to some other shops. They're everywhere, and there really is no best shop. This shop has different selections from the other shops, so you gotta get yourself a wide array of shops, see what they got, and buy yourself some mighty fine inanimate pieces of plastic. Next up is an owl cafe called Forest of Owls. Not only is this place slammed full to the brim with exotic birds of prey. Oh man, it's getting crazy around here. Thank you. Not only is this place slammed full to the brim with exotic birds of prey, but you can also pound booze in the establishment. I don't know whose genius idea that was, but one thing's for sure, this place is pretty buck wild. The main activity here is drinking booze, tea, or coffee, and also taking selfies with owls. I mean, can you think of anything else you'd want in life? Because personally, I cannot. Next up, I highly recommend that you get yourself a sweet blood sugar spiking treat while you're in Akihabara. There's so many places around here, just walking down the street, you'll see so many. For example, this one. I've never actually even had this one, but it's supposedly very good. Two of my top favorite ones are actually a place called Beard Papa, which sells some shoe cream puffs. And I don't know why, just something about it has a smooth, subtle flavor to it, which I happen to love to bits. We also got a place called Pablo Mini Cheesecake, which has very nice cheesecakes, and I'd also highly recommend that. So definitely make sure to spike that blood sugar while you're walking around the mean streets of Akihabara. Next on the list, I recommend you check out a MAIDCAFE, with the caveat that you should not go on your own, and preferably you should not go sober. I don't know the exact master plan with these MAIDCAFEs is, but they seem to be slammed full to the max with these kawaii maids doing cutesy stuff and borderline disturbing dances. But strange though they may be, they do serve alcohol and they do serve a wide array of quite delicious foods, so I recommend checking it out. There's a whole bunch of different ones. I went to a Maid Dreamin' and I think that one's pretty good. But as I mentioned, don't go by yourself. It gets weird fast. Next up we got Don Quixote, home to everything you need in life but never knew existed. This is a great place to buy Japanese snacks and booze in bulk, check out weird appliances, and scope out the craziest costumes you've never heard of. I don't know what it is with this place. It's like a cross between a 100 yen shop and a department store. Like, it's kind of cheap, but also they have things you'd never be able to see in other shops. And I don't know why, but I always find myself going into this place even though I never had an actual plan to do it. Key takeaway, decent store right there. Next up, we got a place called YODABASHI Camera over here. This is an incredibly large electronics shop that has a wide array of gizmos and gadgets. Pretty much anything you could possibly think of. They have whole floors dedicated to cameras, audio gear, television sets, phone accessories. It's pretty wild. I don't even really consider myself to be the type of person to spend exorbitant amounts of money on that kind of thing. But when I go in there, I have the sudden desire to spend cash. Basically, I like this shop a lot. And truth be told, I think you'll like it too. Next up, you gotta chomp down on calorically dense CHOW. Truth be told, there's places all over here just to feed your face like a wild man or woman possessed. Personally, I recommend going to Gindaku Takoyaki, or you could also go to Go-Go Curry House over there. And basically, no matter where you go, you're gonna get a nice choice to get lots of calories down your belly in a short space of time. I don't think there's really many health food options around here, but then again, you don't really come to Akihabara for a healthy lifestyle. Next up, you gotta check out a Japanese games arcade. For example, my favorite one here is called Hirose Entertainment Yard, also known as HEI. And although there are a wide variety of game arcades everywhere, you can't really go wrong. This one has the best variety of retro games, crane games, and modern games. Granted, the Sega arcade does have a little bit of an edge because the Sega arcades have urinal games for men, but if that's not your main goal in life, you can go to this one. Otherwise, check out all the other ones they have here. They have Taito, Sega, and a whole lot of other ones. Next up, you should check out one of the many hobby shops they got all over Akihabara. They got manga, merchandise, anime gear, and pretty much any otaku stylings you can think of. Personally, I recommend this place, which is called Mandarex. They have 8 floors of awesomeness, and it's basically pretty kosher, pretty safe. You're not gonna see too much weird stuff in here. There are some of the other hobby shops which tend to get weirder with each floor you go up, so that by the time you're at the top, it's actually a tad too sensual. But if that's your kind of thing, then feel free to check out some of those other hobby shops. Last up, if you want to get in touch with your sensual side, then you best be checking out one of the many Akihabara adult shops they got squirreled away around here. Not that it's exactly my thing per se, but you cannot deny that these places are slightly amusing, moderately entertaining, and most definitely on the disturbing side. This one I think is one of the best. It's called M's Tower, and it's got 6 floors of craziness. They got everything from schoolgirl uniforms to S&M action. It might slightly disturb you, and it might slightly amuse you, but it most definitely won't bore you. So thanks for watching this video, everybody. Oh, and by the way, if you want to check out some more videos that the NerdyExplorer and I did together last year, feel free to check them down below in the info box. We did some buck wild videos about some traditional Japanese festivals down in Sakura, Chiba. And as always, thanks for watching this video. Why don't you leave a comment, let me know what you think.